out of town. Pictures in his independent home.
Go ahead into your pockets. I don't do that. But my principle, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get there.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Hey, go here!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that'll make it 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. Stafford on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback, and when he delivers the ball.
Take it in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, But which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on third down, Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
A hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Malik McDowell with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Hey, go here! Jumbo, set!
Out of the gun, Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nazir Jones, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Wilson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Stafford. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On the ground, this is Johnson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jumbo! Hey, give me radar.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And Tate's got it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. On second down, here's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to throw, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Come on, let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's complete to Jerome Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. A nice little juke. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And all the way down to the 35. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 42 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. On the toss, here's Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Penny. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They go play action here on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This complete to Lockett. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Detroit. David Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And his kick is good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Wilson now on 3rd down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Johnson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his second touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now at Ford Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second down, Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Here we go.
Now Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The 13 yards that time and a 1st.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets around him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It's caught right side. Dixon. Boom. Still fighting through tackles. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. To throw is Wilson. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They set up the screen to Penny, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Lions will take over. So out now come the Lions. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The second down run for Abdullah. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 22! Hey, 22!
On 3rd down, Abdullah spins past it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
On the ball, on the ball.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here.